Hello there guys, what is going on? Son of Chelsea back here again for another edition of my team selector ahead of tomorrow night's game against Liverpool in the FA Cup at Stamford Bridge. This game for me is completely unpredictable, as the title says, and I think that for both sides, I really think it in similar cases. Firstly, for Chelsea, just how unpredictable we are in terms of our performance, what formation we're going to play, what 11 we're going to put out. All of that is so uncertain. I very much delved into that and the issues around that for the Bournemouth review, which you can go and check out. But I think in a similar case to the way Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool are going to approach this game, because when the draw was made, I think a lot of us believed that because of the way Klopp had approached previous rounds of the Cup, he didn't even attend the last round against Shrewsbury in the replay. There is a belief that he'd come into this game and put a weakened side out like he has before, because of course prioritising winning the Premier League and also the Champions League second leg against Atletico Madrid. So it's very hard to predict, but I think the change and a factor that could change that for Klopp is the result of the weekend, which was them losing 3-0 to Watford, a monumental result in the Premier League season, the biggest shock of this Premier League season by far. And you just wonder, because that invincible record is gone now, they can't reach that and match that from Arsenal. Will there be that motivation and hunger from Liverpool players and for Klopp to respond very quickly and very dominantly in this game and potentially try and win that FA Cup, which I don't think many people probably think, because of course Klopp is prioritising those other competitions. But that's of course going to be found out an hour before kickoff tomorrow. But focusing just on Chelsea, it's our best chance of silverware this season, and Frank needs to find consistency back in his starting 11. He needs to find rhythm and he needs to find goals as well. So all of that needs to come into play, and I think this game is a perfect opportunity to do that. Now, even if Chelsea do play very well tomorrow night and get a really positive result, which would be brilliant for all of us, especially beating Liverpool, a big rival, that's no indication for what Chelsea are going to turn up against Everton. So it's going to take multiple good results and performances to change sort of that fear. But let's hope tomorrow can be the start of it in a crucial period of the season. For me, I'm going to go 4-3-3. I think it was Chelsea's probably best formation. I look back to our best winning run of the season. That was the formation. And as well, I think it worked well against Liverpool the two times we played them this season. We gave them a lot of problems. And, on another day, we could have got results in both of those games in the Super Cup and the Premier League. So I'm going to go with that. Kepa in goal. Frank Lampard says he's in contention. Each player in his squad is in control of their destiny. Well, this is a brilliant chance for Kepa to do just that and to prove a lot of people wrong in a big game. I think, as I stated in my Bournemouth review, the amount of chances Chelsea give away, I think at some point, putting whoever it is in goal, I think becomes a bit of an irrelevance, because I think that they are going to concede. That's more about Chelsea's defending from a variety of situations. But I believe Kepa will start this game, and let's hope he can put in a great performance and prove a lot of people wrong. I really hope for Kepa that can be the case, and he can kickstart his Chelsea career once again. Back for Reece James, he done really well against Bournemouth. He of course helped to set up that first goal, but in a back four, he seems to get more chances to cross the ball. He gets further up the pitch, and that is maybe a limitation for me of that right wing back, which is a surprise really. You'd think maybe he'd be more in the attack, but I think especially in the games against Leicester recently, he really had that chance and got that space. But I think he should be part of the back four. Andreas Christensen apparently has got an injury, so he won't be playing in the game. And I think it is the perfect opportunity for Frank Lampard to field the back two, the only back two combination he hasn't this season, Antonio Rudiger and Fikayo Tomori. Now, I think Kurt Zouma could potentially play here as well. Kurt Zouma and Tomori worked really well. That was a back two combination that played in our best winning run of the season. And of course, those two played in a game against Hull and performed well there. But I just think maybe, Frank's going to try a lot of things, and he's tried a lot of things this season, and it's a back two combination I think a lot of us as fans from the start of the season wanted to see. So that could be the back two that starts. Marcos Alonso, I think, has to start at left back. Chelsea need goals. I know there will be that fear in a back four, absolutely, and you could bring back Emerson here, who hasn't played for a while, and he could prove himself and make a claim for being in the starting 11. You could play Dave here, but we do need width on that side, and we do need a threat, and Marcos Alonso proved on Saturday why he needs to be in the team currently, because he is someone who can score goals. Of course, there is more sort of safety in a back three than a back four, but I trust Marcos Alonso currently, I think, because he's playing well, and it's a meritocracy. He needs to be in his team. If he's playing well, he needs to get in the side, and Frank Lampard has proved that. But yeah, so midfield three, a bit of confusion over Jorginho, whether he was going to be available for this game, but apparently his suspension doesn't include the FA Cup games like it used to, which assures that he will be starting this game. And his two other midfield partners, I'm going to give it to Mateo Kovacic and Billy Gilmour, once again because of injuries to other players. And I think Gilmour, he's looked really good anytime I've seen him play for Chelsea. I think that whole game was a chance as well, and he's been promoted to the first team, and I think this is a brilliant, probably the best opportunity for Gilmour to start a game, a big game, and to really prove himself, and can potentially get more minutes in such an uncertain team. Anyone can really get minutes at the moment, so I think Billy Gilmour should be given a chance here, either from the start, as I'm going to predict, or off the bench. And then the wingers, Willian, I think should start. He didn't start against Bournemouth, and I think he'll be refreshed, so I think he'll start here. And as well, Mason Mount, I think once again will start on the left wing. I'm just not confident in Pedro starting games currently. I think that's a strange selection for me. I know he had a hand in the second goal, but I still would like Mount in the team. I think he's rediscovered some form recently. And of course, up top, Olivier Giroud. He did miss a big chance at the weekend, but you still have him over Michy Batshuayi, especially whilst Tammy Abraham is recovering from this injury. So that is my team for the game. Let me know your lineups in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you did enjoy, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter @SonOfChelsea, and I'll see you again.